My name is Trilla. I go by TrillaKay. My birth name is Christina. That's where the K come from. My friend in college, Gloria, she started calling me Trilla back then. She was just like, "You Trilla." This is like 2 Chainz era.
Yeah.
It was like True, Real, Ill. Everybody started calling me that shit. I went to Towson University.
Oh shit, how was that?
It was lit. Yeah, it was lit. It was definitely like kind of a culture shock though, because I grew up in Northeast. So this is my first time like going to like a PWI and all of that, but I had a great time. Helped just like develop me socially, and I was pretty much a nerd. And yeah, school was lit. I was in a business fraternity in college, just like a fun fact.
Yeah.
Called Alpha Kappa Psi. And I was like one of the little office members. So yeah, I got exposed. I had a really good college experience.
So what you doing in a business fraternity?
I was like our like chief finance officer for like my year's chapter. So we like was fundraising and community work and stuff like that. So that was like a really cool way, like outside of like school and classes, for me to get involved. And I feel like that's helped a lot with me now, like doing community work and just including people with my everyday activities.
So what's your profession and what's your craft?
My profession is I am a venue manager in Washington, D.C. for 930 Club. I've been working with them since 2017. And my craft is I'm an artist, I'm a DJ, I'm a healer. I just, lifestyle-wise, like, promote healing, like whether it's through our food, through our movement with the body, if it's like on some spiritual shit through the music. I make music, I feel like, for the soul. So a lot of the work that I do, I feel like its intention is based on that. I was born an artist. I think poetry was like my first form of art that I used to express myself. So like as a kid, I was a poet. I've been in choir, singing, all that all my life. So music. And yeah, it's just always kind of been a part of me. It never wasn't really something that I was like, I want to do this one day. It just been doing it. I only rap because of the poetry. Like I would like to say that the raps are very poetic based. So, but I just started like rapping for real recently. Like I got a few songs out. SoundCloud is where you can find all the digs.
Okay.
But I have music on all streaming platforms. All right, let me give you the DJ story.
Okay.
So this was about 4 years ago, maybe 4.5 years ago. As I told you, I'm a venue manager, so I used to like do production work as well. And I had a gig out LA with Puma and Selena Gomez, and they had booked female DJs this like whole weekend. And this is the first time I've seen that many women DJs in my life. And I was like, yo, this shit lit. Like, I want to do that. And so, like, December 2018 is when I was like, all right, I want to do that. And then February 2019, I had my first DJ gig. 2 of my homies taught me how to use a DJ board.
Okay.
And then it's been up from there.
Any particular softwares you use? Any favorites?
I use Serato.
Okay.
Hardware wise, I love me a Pioneer board. I got a Rain one right now. Yeah, so I love rocking out with the Pioneer and the Rains. And I'm a Serato baby.
So what's Pioneer?
Pioneer is a brand that creates hardware, like DJ hardware.
Okay.
So they do a lot of DJ controllers, mixers, all that good shit.
See, all I know is Serato. So
Yeah.
is there more to it than that?
No, so like Serato is like the software side of things, and like another software would be like Record Box or Virtual DJ.
Yeah.
And then the hardware is like the actual board that you're using. So those are the Pioneers, Reigns, Newmarks, all that good shit.
Okay, so how was it first starting out? Like, did you ever get booed at any shows?
No, but I definitely like have been learning as I go. Like my first gig that I got booked, I didn't all the way know what I was doing yet, but it was the homie, it was his listening party. Shout out Black Ranger Music, first gig. That's still my dog. But yeah, like I just been learning as I go. So especially with gigs, there's a lot of times where you're gonna make live mistakes. Like nothing's perfect, but doing that has like given me confidence to try new things more, to not be afraid to like work with where I'm at and to learn as I go. So But no booze. No booze.
Okay. Any games you want to give to DMV DJs or just artists in general? Anybody up and coming trying to do their thing?
The game that I would give is like, don't think of other people as competition. Think of it as collaboration. I've gotten a lot of opportunities just from being receptive, or maybe before I started DJing, just working with people. And I don't really come at things I would say maybe I'm a competitive person, but it really is like a me versus me thing. So I would say like network across. Like we all want to make it to whatever top your top is, but working with the people across from you will get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite people to collaborate with?
Favorite people to collaborate with. All right, first one, DJ Bree Mafia. Gotta be biased. Shout out. Second, I'm just gonna say women, because I'm a girl's girl and we gotta look out for each other. And third, I would just say like community led anything. So anything that's like pouring back to the community, giving back. I'm with it.
Oh shit. Well, how can we get back?
Shit, we can give back. We don't even gotta think about giving back. It's just like a monetary thing. Like if you ain't got money to give somebody, you can provide a service. Maybe you could do something that somebody else can't do. I do hair on the side, so I got Trilla's tresses. My form of giving back is making people look good and feel good about themselves. Maybe if you like to cook, sharing meals with your community. But whatever like your passion thing is, find a way to share that with somebody else and pour into somebody else.
Got any hidden talents?
Hidden talents.
It sounds like you got a lot of talents going on.
I got some talents. I don't know if I'm hiding any of them.
Yeah.
I like to sing. I like to cook. Those my top two. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, singing and cooking. I be chefing up a plant-based meal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What you got for me? What we cooking?
Listen, I got a vegan fish recipe made out of eggplants that you would not think that it was eggplant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fried fish situation. The shit bust. But yeah, I enjoy cooking. Feeding myself, feeding the roommates, the family. That's definitely fun.
Well, I know you big on wellness and yoga and meditation. Like, how did you get there?
Oh, listen. So, before I started doing yoga in like college. They was offering classes, and I would go. And that's how I really tapped in with that and like meditation and breathing. But before that, like I wasn't really exposed to things like that. I grew up in Northeast around a lot of crazy environment, a lot of toxic shit happening around me. So I'm just glad that I found a way to like find a center and find a peace even when everything around me might be chaotic. So yoga's that thing for me, that thing that like grounds me. I'm an earth sign, so I'm big on grounding. And just doing that and finding my center has helped me like not be like, why me, like fuck the world. Like nah, like everything is internal, and then your external world, it reflects that. So yeah. But big on the wellness. You can't be lit and not take care of yourself.
Absolutely. So, how was your childhood?
Childhood.
Yeah.
Childhood was cool. I was raised the only child. I have an older sister, but she's like much older than me, so we weren't raised together. But my mom always made sure like I was in everything. So I was in sports and Girl Scouts and the choir. Like, yeah, I was in everything. So I feel like that's why I'm so active now, because it's just on the go. I'm very engaged. At a young age, and yeah, music's just always been a part of my life. Like, that's the one thing that's been consistent through all my childhood. It's just like I started off with taking piano lessons, doing choir stuff. Started a little band in high school. I was in a gospel go-go band in high school.
What?
Yeah, like I've been on my little shit, but it's always just been on like a little chill tip. So.
No, I never heard of gospel go-go.
Listen, I grew up in a church called First Baptist Church in Glen Arden. It's in Glen Arden, Maryland.
Oh, I know where it's at. Yeah.
So we used to have this thing called Merge back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a youth type event,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a gospel go-go band, and I was on that jump.
Yeah.
That shit was lit. So yeah, and I still like got homies to this day. My homegirl Cora, the artist, she's based in LA now, but she used to sing with us, and it's been cool. Yeah.
Okay. I got another question.
Yeah.
This is the most important one.
All right, bet.
What are those? What are those?
What are those?
What are those?
What are those? Oh, what are these? These right here, these little Solomon Runner Jones, bruh. These bitches is cozy. You ain't gotta tie your shoes. You just sports mode these bitches. Get active. I actually copped these from somewhere in DC.
Okay.
I love shopping local. I love shopping black. This is Legacy DC actually. Local shop in the city.
Shout them out. That's right.
Shout 'em out.
Put
Shout
that
out
plug
Legacy.
in.
I'm an ambassador. Actually, get to the back a while.
All right. Get all the plug-ins. This is the place for it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a very DC fit right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how can the DMV come together?
How can we come together? We just gotta stop looking at everybody else as the other. Like, we all in this together for real. Like, especially like I feel like Bree and I have done a really good job, kind of like bridging the gap between like DC and Baltimore. We be having our Baltimore homies out DC now. We be out here, so I don't know. Like, I know niggas used to beef back in the day. Like, I grew up around all that beef shit, but I definitely feel like we're in a space now where we can build a tribe around us in the community. It's a lot. I mean, you can choose the violence, but it's an opportunity for you to also choose peace, and there's people there for that. So it really is just a personal choice, and then you're gonna find people who attract to that as well.
Okay. Now, are you from Glen Arden?
Nah, I'm from Northeast DC.
That's right.
I'm born and raised DC, lived there all my life. I moved to Maryland in college, and then I've been like living in Maryland since college. But my family's always lived in DC.
Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say?
Yeah.
Read a book. That's what I want to say. We use technology so much these days, and it's cool, and it's a great way for us to connect with each other. But make sure you always do something to disconnect, unplug, and go inside.
And for those who can't tell, we are at a very exquisite place for health and wellness.
We on the balcony. This is the Zen spot.
This is her penthouse right here.
Yes, sir. Little tree house.
And we got TrillaKay.